Hey guys, I've never made a public YouTube video before, but my recent purchase at ASUS has enraged me so much that I decided to learn filmography and editing just to make this message. This product, the ASUS Prime B650M AAX, is absolute hogwash. It has caused me so much pain as a first-time PC builder that I wanted to share my story so nobody else makes the same mistake. This product is a lemon whose warranty ASUS won't honor. So it all began the week before Black Friday. I was talking with my buddy, Taylor Logan, who's a PC guy. Hey Taylor, you're a PC guy. Would you help me build my first PC? Taylor's a pretty swell guy, so he says, hell yeah, brother. I'll come up with a parts list and help you build it whenever it comes. At the time, there was one review, and it was positive. Taylor's ASUS motherboard was fine, so he recommended it. After receiving my list, I sent it to 4 other people who are good with computers. My sister, who does graphic design in college, my buddy, who does the IT work for Lowe's, and my best friend, who designs websites. Everyone gave it the okay. My parts arrived, and I was thrilled. Mostly everything was installed fine. Whenever there was a hiccup, I'd call up Taylor Logan and he'd help me diagnose the problem. Within the first week, I had a memory problem. One of the DDR5 RAMs I bought went bad. Not a problem, Newegg said that they'd replace it. However, because it was Christmas, it took 15 days to replace. The RAM came and it seemed to work fine. But that's when I started to have more problems. For a first-time PC builder, I was really struggling to keep up. But I persevered, looking up every single problem and all their possible solutions.
We had WIA uncorrectable errors, system thread exception not handled, page fault in non-paged area, Windows edition, page fault in non-paged area, store port edition, IRQL not less or equal. We had Windows installation being canceled, Windows being unable to delete or detect the right partition, and eventually they just straight up and gave up and said, well, there's nowhere for you to install Windows at.
Eventually, by drawing smaller and smaller concentric circles, I deduced it was a motherboard issue. So I looked at the reviews online. Between the time period of when I had purchased mine and where we were now, 8 negative reviews had popped up. Some of them published on Newegg, some of them published on Amazon.
Worst board I have used in 15 years. 3 boards, all had stability issues. Not worth the hassle. My stepson picked one of these boards, and being an ASUS, I figured he made a good choice, since my last ASUS worked great. Well, I was wrong. I checked with the local computer shop, and they mentioned that this board had several controller issues. Brought it down to the local PC center for a second opinion, and they recommend returning the board as it wasn't worth the hassle.
Would not recommend. I'm only giving it 3 stars because I have no idea whether it was the motherboard or my CPU having issues. Ended up just buying another CPU and motherboard. This poor guy. Taylor, I was suffering catastrophic memory issues. Kato, the board did not work. Pros, looks okay. 3 stars.
Had these reviews been published earlier, I never would have bought the product. But here we are. Newegg's return policy had expired, and so had ASUS's. But their warranty still should have remained. After all, you can't sell somebody a lemon and expect to get away with it. I tried emailing ASUS, but they don't have an option to email them if you live in the US. So I called them up and I got a wonderful representative. She was great. She answered all my questions. I'm not mad at her and I treated her with no disrespect. But I'm still mad at ASUS. The answer boiled down to, sucks, buddy. They offered for me to take my product and mail it to them so they could repair it and mail it to me back. Only 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm like, what? No way! I don't want to wait a month for me to send my crappy piece of hardware there and then you to send me back broken. I told them I would like either a refund or in-store credit so that I can buy a better motherboard. This is a $200 motherboard. Thankfully, the rep said that she would ask. She came back and she said, well, here's what we can do. We can offer you an advanced replacement where we'll send you a refurbished one and then you send us your old one back and we'll just repair it and you keep the refurbished one. Not a new one that's been tested, one that had been broken, they repaired, and then sent back to me. And I said, no, this sucks. All the reviews on Amazon say this sucks. All the reviews on Newegg says this sucks. I don't want to trade garbage for a better piece of garbage. Just get me something different. So there was nothing else that customer service could do. The higher ups are going to call me in the next 24 to 48 hours, sometime in that window, and tell me the next steps. But basically what's going to happen is they're going to send me a refurbished model of the exact same one that numerous people have said are broken. This one. But the good news is, if the refurbished ones break, they'll give me an upgraded version. So that's my tale. To those who have had good experiences with ASUS, more power to you. My buddy Taylor can't believe ASUS sold a bad product and won't stand behind their decision. But, c'est la vie. I hope you enjoyed my story. If you liked it, the best way that you can help me is to share this with a friend. Hopefully some PR rep at ASUS sees it and decides to change their policy. But, for now, this has been The Rambling Booth.